Hello everyone, we are moving towards the next part, the next session. So, welcome students in this session English Work Bharati Standard 12th. Today we will discuss about prose and we are going to discuss on 1.2 on saying please. So, this is the part first of our lesson on saying please. Icebreakers. List the words of courtesy that we use in our daily life. Discuss them with your partner and explain the purpose of using it. There are few words of courtesy. We use them daily. The first one is give or is thank you. Why we say thank you? In order to express the gratitude towards the person or in order to thank that person. Then we also say that welcome or no mention are the words we generally use in order to say thank you. The next word is all right. If you are okay with something, then what you will say? All right. Then if you are meeting someone at the first time, what you will say? Glad to meet you. If you are helping someone and the person is thanking you, you can say that it's my pleasure. Then if the person is sorry for something, what you will say? If you want to say something sorry for something to the person, you will say sorry or pardon or excuse me. These are the common words, those are generally used, and those words are what we can say words of courtesy. Now the next, listed below are a few character traits of people. Some are positive traits while others are not. Take the ones you feel are desirable. There are few character traits, but every character trait is not a positive one. So what are the traits which we can say are the positive traits? Being sly or humorous or benevolent can be a characteristic traits. Then being wise is also what we can say a positive trait. Then being humble and being generous is also purely positive traits. There are also few other traits, but what we can say they are not purely positive traits. Those can be patronizing, territorial, or what we can say aggressive, then the naive. These are the few traits which are what we can say are not a purely positive traits, but they have some kind of a positivity in them. Etiquette and manners are very important for a person to live in the society. Read the following and put them in a proper columns. So these are the statements, sentences which are talking about the etiquettes and manners, and we have to distinguish between them, between two columns, that is appropriate and inappropriate. To receive phone calls while you are in a lecture or class is totally inappropriate thing. To knock before you enter your principal's office is the thing which we can say appropriate one. To thank the person who offers you tea or coffee is also a good thing, that is appropriate thing. To be polite and courteous to others is also a good thing, that is appropriate thing. To leave the classroom without teacher's permission is totally inappropriate thing. To occupy the seats reserved for ladies or physically challenged or elderly people on bus and or a train is totally inappropriate thing. Here we have the introduction of the author Alfred George Gardiner. Gardiner's lifespan is given over here from 1865 to 1946. He was born at Shamfold in Essex in 1865. He started his literary career as a journalist at the age of 37. He was appointed editor of the Daily News London under the pseudonym, that is pen name, Alpha of the Plough. He made regular contributions to the Daily News, the Manchester Evening News, etc. His essays are uniformly elegant, graceful, and humorous. The pillars of society, the pebbles on the shore, many furrows and leaves in the wind are some of his best known writings. His uniqueness lies in his ability to teach the basic truths of life in an easy and amusing manner. He raised the question of morality in everyday life. On saying please, he points out the value of good manners in social and emphasizes the importance of courtesy and politeness in daily behavior. He shows how polite speech and manners sweeten the atmosphere around and how discourtesy and ill manners spoil or pollute it. So, this is the introduction of the author. Now, we are moving towards the actual lesson. On saying please, the young liftman in a city office who threw a passenger out of his lift the other morning was fined for the offense was undoubtedly in the wrong. The author was narrating an incident over here that how a young liftman in a city office he threw a passenger out of his lift and he was also fined for that. It was a question of please. Why the debate raised and what was the problem that the person who entered the lift he did not added please while he is speaking. The complainant entering the lift said top. The liftman demanded top please. And this concession, this compromise was being refused. He not only declined to comply, to be agree with whatever the person is saying. He is declined to agree with the instruction, but he hurled the passenger out of the lift. He threw out the passenger out of the lift. This, of course, was carrying a comment on a manner too far. That is why we have a discussion over here whether the thing is what we can say is a good one and or a bad one. Why these things happens? Discourtesy is not a legal offense. Discourtesy, the lack of courtesy, being rude to other person is not a legal offense, and it does not excuse assault and battery. If the person is discourteous or what we can say rude to you towards you, the law is not there, the law is not going to punish him or her. So it does not excuse assault and battery. The meaning is also given over here. Assault and battery means an attack which includes not only threats but also the actual use of violence. If a burglar, if unfortunately, if a burglar breaks into my house and I knock him down, the law will acute me. The law will permit me, and if I am physically assaulted, it will permit me to retaliate with reasonable violence. It does this because the burglar and my assailant have broken quite definite commands of the law. So it is imagined if a burglar enters your house, a burglar breaks your house, then what can be the terms and condition on which the law will not going to punish you if you are physically assaulted or the person who is attacking you. You can also retaliate, or you can also do something bad to someone who has done something wrong to you or something bad to you. So that is why the word retaliate is there, that if the person is doing something harmful to you, you can also do something harm to him in order to defend yourself or in order to protect yourself from the attack. So it is also said over here that and my assailant, that the person who is attacker have broken quite definite commands of the law. This is why, because there are definite commands of the laws which have been broken by the assailant. जो कोणी अटॅकर आहे, जो कोणी माणूस आहे, त्याच्याकडून कायदाचा भंग झालेला आहे, म्हणून तुम्ही सुद्धा तुमच्या स्वतःच्या संरक्षणाच्या कारणासाठी त्याच्यावर प्रतिहल्ला करू शकता. But no legal system could attempt to legislate against bad manners. But there is no facility. जर तुमच्याशी कोणी वाईट वागतंय किंवा आपण म्हणू की तुमच्या भावना दुखवल्या जात आहेत, तर त्यासाठी कोणत्याही प्रकारचं कायद्याचं संरक्षण आपल्याला नाही आहे. बट नो लीगल सिस्टम कुड अटेम्प्ट टू लेजिस्लेट अगेन्स्ट बॅड मॅनर्स और कुड सँक्शन द यूज ऑफ व्हायलन्स. किंवा तुमच्याशी कोणी वाईट वागले म्हणून तुम्ही हिंसेने त्याचा प्रतिकार करू शकता, उत्तर देऊ शकता, असं सुद्धा शक्य नाही आहे. सो ऑर कुड सँक्शन द यूज ऑफ व्हायलन्स अगेन्स्ट समथिंग विच इट डज नॉट इटसेल्फ रेकग्नाइज ॲज अ legally punishable offense. So there are few legally punishable offenses and others are not, and being discourteous or being ill mannered, and there is no punishment by law in this case. And our sympathy with the left man, we must admit that law is reasonable. We know that law is reasonable, and our sympathy is with the left man. We must admit that the law is reasonable. It would never do if we were at liberty to box people's ears. We did not like their behavior or the tone of their voices or the scowl on their faces. So there is no what we can say, though there is no chance that you do not like the person's behavior or his expression on his face, and you can hit him, or you can start beating him, or you can box him on his ear. That is, the word boxing. So you can fight with the person using your fists, that is close hands. So this is not possible, that you do not like other people's behavior and you can beat them, you can hurt them physically. Our fist would never be idle, and the gutters of the city would run with blood all day. सो कायद्याने आपण अशा ह्या गोष्टी करू शकत नाही की तुम्हाला कुणाचं बिहेवियर आवडलं नाही आहे किंवा कोणी तुमच्याशी उद्धटपणाने वागलं आहे म्हणून कुठल्याही प्रकारचं फिजिकल हार्म आपण त्याला करू शकणार नाही. असं जर असतं तर आपल्याला काय दिसलं असतं की सगळीकडे प्रचंड मारामाऱ्या झाल्या असत्या किंवा लोकांनी एकमेकांवर अटॅक केले असते, आणि म्हणून लेखकांनी ह्युमरसली असे सगळं वर्णन केलेलं आहे की असं शक्यच नाही आहे. मग कोणाचं पटलं नाही म्हणून लगेचच एकमेकांच्या अंगावरती धावून जाणं किंवा मारणं ह्या गोष्टी झाल्या असत्या. आणि आपल्याला दिसते की शहरामध्ये कशा प्रकारचं वातावरण असतं की सगळीकडे हिंसेचा प्रकार आपल्याला दिसला असता. एक्सरसाइज लँग्वेज रजिस्टर. Find out as many words as you can from the extract related to the word law. So we are trying to study the language register. Language register means the words related to a particular field or particular area. Here we are considering the field or area that is law. So you can easily find out many words from this extract which are related to the law. For example, assault and battery, complainant, retaliate, assailant, legislate, violence, legal offense, permit. Then what are the other words which we can easily find out? Punishable offense. Then legal system, definite commands of the law. These are the words which we can easily find out from the extract which are related to the law. And this is the thing, that is language register. Words related in a particular field, those words we only find in law, and that is why those words under the heading of language register for the word law. We are moving towards the next paragraph. I may be as uncivil as I may please, and the law will protect me against violent retaliation. I may be haughty and boorish, and there is no penalty to pay except the penalty of being written down an ill-mannered fellow. So I may be as uncivil, as ill-mannered, मी कुठल्याही प्रकारची वागणूक करत असेल, मी स्वतःला सुपिरियर समजत असेल, आय मे बी हॉटी और बुरिश, or I may be rude to others, I may be uncultured, but there is no penalty, there is no punishment, there is no legal sentence. Penalty means punishment. There is no punishment given by the law that I am behaving rudely with other person, I am very ill mannered with others, but there is no punishment given by the law. The law does not compel me to say please or to attune my voice to other people's sensibilities any more than it says that I shall not wax my moustache and dye my hair or wear ringlets down my back. It does not recognize the laceration of our feelings as a case for compensation. There is no allowance for moral and intellectual damages in these matters. So there are few matters described by the author, that waxing his mustache, dyeing his hairs and wearing ringlets are the things which are totally irrelevant, or there is no connection between the law and the person's what we can say, how the person wears, how he keeps himself. So there is no relationship with the law and person's private life. Just like that, we found that there is no control of the law on how people speak with others, how they respond to people's sensibilities. So there is no control of the law about the things which are described over here. So just like waxing mustaches and dyeing hair and wearing ringlets is the thing which has no connection with the law, just like that there is no connection between the thing that is saying please and being sensible to others emotions. There is no connection between these things. So there is no allowance for moral and intellectual damages in these matters. Those matters, that is waxing mustaches and dyeing hair and wearing ringlets, it has no allowance for moral and intellectual damages. Here we have an exercise once again. Use verb form of the underlined word and rewrite the sentence. The sentence is, there is no allowance for moral and intellectual damages in these matters. Allowance is the word, and we are going to use verb form of the underlined word. So the answer can be, it does not allow for moral and intellectual damages in these matters. So it does not allow, we will start with, it does not allow for moral and intellectual damages in these matters. We are moving towards the next paragraph. This does not mean that the damages are negligible. Here we are talking about the damages which are done when a person is rude towards others, the person who is doing emotional harm to others. The damages are, what we can say, this does not mean that the damages are negligible. Those damages are not negligible. It is probable that the lift man was much more acutely hurt. He was acutely hurt by what he regarded as a slur upon his social standing. It was insult for him. That is why it is said that it is a slur upon his social standing than he would have been if he had a kick on the shins, for which he could have got a legal redress. We found that if there is any physical attack, if a person was physically attacked by someone, there was a law to repair the laws, to revise it, to set things right. So if there was any kind of a physical attack, then law was there which stands with him and make the things right. कायदा जर कुठल्याही प्रकारचे शारीरिक हल्ला झाला असेल तर तिथे कायदा त्या व्यक्तीच्या बाजूने उभा राहतो, पण अपमान झाल्यानंतर कायदा त्याच्या बाजूने उभा राहू शकत नाहीये. सो इफ देर इज अ किक ऑन द शिन मीन्स द फ्रंट साइड ऑफ द लेग, And if it was he was attacked on the shins, then the law was there which withstands him with him, and it will redress everything. The pain of a kick on the shin soon passes away, but the pain of a wound to our self respect or our vanity may poison a whole day. We know that if a physical attack is there, it will get what we can say, one will overcome it quickly. But if there is any emotional damage, then it is really very difficult to overcome emotional attack, or what we can say, emotional thing. What we can say, the person he was emotionally damaged, and that is why it was quite difficult for him to overcome it. So if our self respect and vanity is damaged, then it will poison a whole day. It will destroy our whole day. I can imagine that lift man denied the relief of throwing the author of his wound of the lift. I can imagine that lift man denied the relief of throwing the author of his wound out of the lift, brooding over the insult by the hour, and visiting his wife in the evening as the only way of restoring his equilibrium. So imagine if the lift man, he did not behave the way he behaved. If he did not behave in that manner, then what will be the result? He might be there for the whole day. He is thinking about the insult or the way the person speaks with him, the person who entered the lift and he insulted him, and that is why he will think about the same thing for the whole day. And what is the way to restore himself? When he went home and he will visit his wife in the evening, it will be the only way to restore his equilibrium. Then only there will be a balance if he went home. For there are a few things more catching than bad temper and bad manners. More catching other things are bad मॅनर्स अँड बॅड टेम्पर. एखाद्याचा मूड खराब असेल किंवा तो दुसऱ्याशी वाईट वागत असेल, तर ह्या गोष्टी ह्या पटकन इतरांकडून पण कॅच केल्या जातात. When Sir Anthony Absolute bullied Captain Absolute, the latter went out and bullied his man Fag, whereupon Fag went out downstairs and kicked the page boy. See how it quickly gets spread. जर कोणी एखाद्या व्यक्तीशी वाईट वागत असेल, तर ती जी वागणूक आहे ती सहन न झाल्यामुळे तो माणूस पण त्याच्या संपर्कात येणाऱ्या इतरांशी वाईट वागायला लागतो. याचं एक उदाहरण इथे दिलेलं आहे. सर अँथनी ॲब्सोल्यूट. सर अँथनी ॲब्सोल्यूट, दिस इज द कॅरेक्टर फ्रॉम द स्टोरी द रायव्हल्स. It is a comedy by Sheridan. So here we found that Sir Anthony Absolute, he bullied Captain Absolute. Captain Absolute is the son of Sir Anthony Absolute, and he bullied his son. And what was the result? The latter went out and bullied his man. When Captain Absolute was bullied, he was threatened, he was troubled by his father. As a result, he bullied his servant, his name is Fag. And when Fag was bullied or threatened by his owner, that is what we can say, master, Captain Absolute, as a result, he also went out downstairs and he kicked the page boy. So what this is an example of how bad temper or bad manners quickly get spread. Probably the man who said top to the lift man was really only getting back on his employer, who had not said good morning to him because he himself had been henpecked at breakfast by his wife, to whom the cook had been insolent because the housemaid had answered her back, who infect the world with our ill humors. So once again, one more example is given over here. की एखाद्याचा मूड खराब असेल किंवा एखाद्याने जर दुसऱ्याशी वाईट वागलेला आहे, तर तो व्यक्तीसुद्धा त्याच्या संपर्कात येणाऱ्यांशी तेवढ्याच रूढपणे किंवा आपण म्हणू की इन्सेन्सिटिव्हली तो वागायला सुरुवात करतो. ह्याचा एक असा विचार करताना त्यांच्या असं लक्षात आलेलं आहे की जो माणूस आहे जो लिफ्टमध्ये आलेला आहे त्यांनी प्लीज म्हटलेलं नाही आहे. आणि ते असं का झालेलं असावं? प्रोबॅबली द मॅन हू सेट टॉप टू द लिफ्ट मॅन was really only getting back on his employer who had not said good morning to him. एम्प्लॉयर त्याच्या हाताखाली काम करणारा मनुष्य आहे जो सकाळी त्याला आल्यानंतर ऑफिसमध्ये आल्यानंतर गुड मॉर्निंग म्हटलेलं नसेल. आणि त्या व्यक्तीने असं का केलं असावं? बिकॉज ही हिमसेल्फ हॅड बीन हेनपेक्ड ॲट ब्रेकफास्ट बाय हिज वाईफ. त्या एम्प्लॉयर नी असं का केलेलं असावं? कारण त्याला घरामध्ये त्याच्या पत्नीने अशा प्रकारची वागणूक दिलेली असावी. ही मस्ट बी हेनपेक्ड. हेनपेक्ड मीन्स कंप्लेंड ऑर अनॉइड, कंटिन्युअसली कंप्लेनिंग अबाउट समथिंग. त्याच्या पत्नीने त्याच्याशी अशा प्रकारे बोललेलं असावं की जेणेकरून त्याला एक प्रकारचं असं फिलिंग आलेलं असेल की जेणेकरून तो इतरांची सुद्धा चांगल्या पद्धतीने बोलू शकत नसावा. And why the wife behaved in this manner? To whom the cook had been insolent. त्या स्त्रीने असं का केलं असावं? तिच्या पतीशी असं का बोलावं? त्याचं कारण दिलेलं आहे की तिच्याकडे जी कुक आहे काम करण्याला येण्याकरता, तिने तिच्याशी खूप रूड बिहेवियर केलेलं आहे. आणि कुकनी असं का वागलेलं आहे? कारण कुक जी आहे तिला हाताखाली काम करणारा किंवा जी हाऊसमेड आहे तिने उलट उत्तरं दिलेली असावीत. आन्सर्ड हर बॅक. सो this is the what we can say how ill temper or bad temper or bad manner easily gets spread. एकाने दुसऱ्याशी, दुसऱ्याने तिसऱ्याशी कशा प्रकारे वागण्यामध्ये बदल झालेला आहे याची प्रोबॅबिलिटी किंवा ह्याची शक्यता इथे व्यक्त झालेली आहे. Here is the time for exercise. Explain the sentence. The pain of a kick to poison a whole day. A sentence from our extract is given over here. The pain of a kick, and from that a poison whole day. So once again I am explaining the same thing, that if there is any physical attack, then or any physical injury or any physical damage, it will quickly get recovered, or it will the person will recover from it quickly. But if there is any emotional damage, then it is really difficult to get over from that. And that is why we found that it is said that if there is a any attack, physical attack, if there is a kick on the shins, then it is easy to get a recover. But if there is any emotional damage, then it is really difficult to overcome it. So if he had a kick on the shins for which he could have got a legal redress, and the law is also there with him to set the things right, the pain of a kick on the shin soon passes away. The person will overcome the injury, the person will overcome the damage. But the pain of a wound to our self-respect, if there is any pain due to a wound to our self-respect or to our vanity, it will destroy our whole day. The person will think about the insult, the person will think about the same thing for the whole day. He will not get any kind of a relief from that insult and way the other person behaved with him. And that is why the whole day was poisoned, the whole day was destroyed by the same thing. So physical damage is one thing, but the emotional damage is very painful, and it left no remark, it left no mark on our body, and there is no law which can withstand with us if there is any emotional damage. That is the thing we can explain over here. Bad manners probably do more to poison the stream of the general life than all the crimes in the calendar. We can say that there are few things which are enlisted. There is a calendar, or there are few things which are enlisted, where on which we can arrange trial for other person, or we can arrange trial against other person. But bad manners is the thing probably do more to poison the stream of general life that all the crimes in the calendar, physical attacks and all those things which are there in the society. As compared to that, the bad manners is the thing which do more poison. आपल्या दैनंदिन आयुष्यामध्ये अनेक प्रकारचे गुन्हे घडत असतात, किंवा ज्यांना कायद्याने गुन्हा म्हटलेल्या अशा काही गोष्टी आहेत. पण त्याच्यापेक्षाही बॅड मॅनर्स ही जी गोष्ट आहे ती आपल्या आयुष्यामध्ये खूप विष कालवती आहे, किंवा ती खूप जास्त हार्मफुल आहे असं लेखकाला वाटतं. फॉर वन वाईफ हू गेट्स अ ब्लॅक आय फ्रॉम an otherwise good natured husband, there are 100 who live a life of martyrdom under the shadow of a morose temper. Once again, we found that uh, one wife is there, a lady is there, and she was get hampered. She was unhappy because her husband who was not speaking in a good manner with her. Actually, otherwise good natured husband, he also speak in a rude manner, or what can say, he is disturbing her or bothering her, and that is what made her unhappy. Under the shadow of a morose temper, पत्नीशी व्यवस्थित न बोलल्यामुळे इतर वेळी खूप चांगल्या स्वभावाचा असलेला पतीसुद्धा आपल्याला काय दिसते की तो काही कारणांमुळे पत्नीशी जर व्यवस्थित बोलत नसेल तर त्यामुळे सुद्धा त्या स्त्रीचा जो मूड आहे किंवा तिचं एकूणच आपण म्हणतो की अशा प्रकारचं वागण्यामुळे जे इमोशनल डॅमेज आहे ते हे जास्त प्रमाणात होत आहे. बट ऑल द सेम द लॉ कॅनॉट बिकम द गार्डियन ऑफ आवर प्रायव्हेट मॅनर्स. Though all these things are true, law cannot become the guardian of our private manners. असं असलं तरीही कायदा या आपल्या संपूर्णपणे खाजगी आयुष्यामध्ये व्यक्ती काय करते याच्यावरती कायद्याचं कोणत्याही नियंत्रण नाही आहे. बट ऑल द सेम द लॉ कॅनॉट बिकम द गार्डियन ऑफ आवर प्रायव्हेट मॅनर्स. नो डिकॅलॉग. We know that decalogue means the 10 commandments which are mentioned in the Bible. व्यक्तीने कसं वागावं, काय प्रकारे इतरांशी वागावं, जो कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट ठरवलेला आहे वागणुकीचा, वर्तणुकीविषयी. नो डिकॅलॉग कुड कवर द व्हास्ट एरिया ऑफ ऑफेन्सेस. व्हास्ट एरिया, इट इज अ व्हास्ट एरिया ऑफ ऑफेन्सेस. छोट्या छोट्या गोष्टींमध्ये माणसं चुकत असतात, चुकीच्या पद्धतीने वागत असतात, आणि हे जे लहान सहान गुन्हे होत आहेत तिथे कायदा कुठल्याही प्रकारचं संरक्षण देऊ शकत नाही किंवा त्याच्याविषयी काही एक बोलू शकत नाही. सो नो डिकॅलॉग कुड कव्हर द व्हास्ट एरिया ऑफ ऑफेन्सेस अँड नो कोर्ट कुड ॲडमिनिस्टर अ लॉ. means your what we can say, no decalogue means here what we can say, books of religious importance, they can also do not teach you about the things, about each and everything, and law is also unable to help you in this concern. That no court could administer a law which govern our social activities, our speech, the tilt of our eyebrows, and all our moods and manners. So it is really impossible, it is really difficult to teach people, to tell them about how to behave, how to speak, how to be courteous, about how to be polite, how to be full of manners and etiquettes. All these things are also very important, but no one can teach us in this respect. So no decalogue, no law can govern or can control all our social activities, our space, our speech, the tilt of our eyebrows, and all our moods and manner. So this is what we can say tragedy, or this what we can say inability of law, inability of our religious books, which cannot tell us about how to behave with other people. An exercise is there. Why it is not possible for the law to become the guardian of our private manners? We know that law is there, law controls, law governs so many things, but still, what we can say, if there is any kind of emotional damage, if there is any kind of a wound to our self respect or vanity, if the person is get insulted, or many other things are there, the person is get black eyed or bothered or disturbed, or the person is suffering, if the person is suffering due to continuous complaining towards him, there are various things, but in this area law cannot enter, or the law cannot interfere. Law has its own limitation, law cannot indulge in it, and law cannot teach everyone how to behave with the other person. So this is what we can say limitation of a law, that it is not possible for the law to become the guardian of our private manners. So these private manners cannot be taught by the law, cannot be governed by the mm, religious books. So what is the solution to that? That we have to learn them, we have to apply them, we have to use them while we are speaking with others. We have to use polite speech, we have to use manners, and we have to sweeten the atmosphere instead of spreading ill humors, or instead of spreading what we can say bad temper or bad manners. So this is a very good option for us to speak in a polite manner with other people. Now this is the homework for our first part. See, homework is given on textbook page number 24 and 25. A fourth activity is there. In A fourth we have two activities. The first one is edit the given paragraph using a and the wherever necessary. So here you have to use appropriate article and rewrite the paragraph. In the second one, spot the errors in each of the following sentences and correct the incorrect ones. So here are few sentences, you have to read them, you have to find out the errors, and you have to correct them wherever possible, wherever the mistakes are there. Next is a fifth activity is there. In a fifth activity, the first activity is write a speech on courtesy is the light of life with the help of the following points. So points are also given over here, and with the help of these points you have to write a speech. The next one, manners makes man. Expand the idea in your own words with proper examples. So manners make man, this is the idea, and you have to expand it with proper example. You have to explain it with the help of this lesson. We can also say that you can take help of this lesson, and how manners are useful to make or to in order to develop a personality or to give a character to a person. Manners are very helpful. So thank you students, we will meet in the next session in the second part of our lesson. Meanwhile, do the homework and get ready for our next session. Thank you.